Hello, I'm Kurt Liedtke with the Herald and News. It's Friday, April 20th, 2018. Here's a rundown of some of the top stories affecting the Klamath Basin. It's the Klamath Countdown. After 5 years of extensive work, hearings, and negotiations, the Red Rock Biofuels facility has received final approval for construction in Lakeview. The approximately $330 million project will employ about 30 people in the facility and another 75 to 100 in materials gathering and transport. The facility uses ag waste and forest byproducts from thinning projects and converts that into jet fuel and biodiesel using a gasification and high-pressure hydroprocessing method. Estimates are it will take in around 136,000 tons of raw materials annually and convert that into about 15 million gallons of fuel. The facility is a potential game changer economically for Lakeview and Lake County, which when combined with other new businesses opening up or considering Lake County as a destination, there are potentially hundreds of new full-time, high-paying jobs that will soon be coming to Lake County, the demand likely exceeding supply in available workforce. Groundbreaking for Red Rock is expected sometime this summer. The license of former Eternal Hills Memorial Gardens and funeral home owner Robert Gordon will remain revoked after the Oregon Court of Appeals upheld sanctions imposed 2 years ago by state regulators. A 3-judge panel affirmed a decision by the Oregon Mortuary and Cemetery Board to pull Gordon's license for violations occurring over a 2-decade period. On Monday, it was announced that further appeals would not be pursued by Gordon. Eternal Hills lost its license in March of 2016 following multiple state policy violations. Gordon was personally fined $71,000 and Eternal Hills was fined $57,000, both at a rate of $1,000 per violation. Klamath Tribute Center, which is a separate business managed and partly owned by Gordon, was also fined $14,000 for similar violations, but it did not have its license revoked. Eternal Hills has since declared bankruptcy to settle the debt. Gordon has repeatedly denied wrongdoing, instead blaming former disgruntled employees for the complaints. Klamath County commissioners are revisiting the idea of a law enforcement levy as the county faces a potential $3.6 million shortfall in its proposed 2018-19 budget. On Tuesday, Commissioner Donnie Boyd said he is considering a proposal for a flat rate of $95 per tax lot, which would raise around $5.4 million annually. The county has struggled recently to fund law enforcement amid drops in state and local revenue, and the sheriff's office is also forced to depend on timber dollars dispersed rather inconsistently by Congress. Commissioners have solved the problem at least temporarily by pulling from the county's reserves for road maintenance, but road reserves are being depleted faster than they're replenished. For the current fiscal year, the county withdrew $2 million from road funds for the sheriff's office, and as of Monday, road funds sat at an estimated $80 million. On Wednesday, Sheriff Chris Caber spoke at a Klamath County Budget Committee meeting for the upcoming fiscal year, at which he requested 2 new clerk positions and a new registered nurse for medical services at the jail. A new group has formed in Klamath Falls to address the ever-present problem that every single one of us contributes to: trash. The newly formed Solid Waste Action Committee gathered on Monday at the Klamath Tool Library to begin efforts to improve recycling and sustainability programs for Klamath Falls. The timing of their formation is rather apt, as Saturday marks Earth Day, and the group intends to share its message and begin community involvement at Sustainapalooza Saturday at Sugarman's Corner from 10 to 4. The group plans to hold regular meetings twice a month to coordinate educational community efforts. Now, recycling and trash collection has been a big issue lately, with monthly recycling fees being increased by Klamath County as a result of market changes, and there was even discussions of canceling recyclable collection services altogether by Waste Management. Well, for fun events this weekend, be sure to check out Friday night at the Ross Ragland Theater at 7:30 for the final Dancing with Your Klamath Stars charity event. Past champions will compete for bragging rights and, of course, their favorite local charity. Saturday is Earth Day, and as I mentioned before, there's a huge downtown Klamath Falls celebration taking place at Sugarman's Corner. Sustainapalooza will feature a scavenger hunt, art contest, plant exchange, and so much more. Also Saturday is the annual Children's Learning Fair from 10 to 4 at the Klamath County Fairgrounds. It offers plenty of educational and stimulating activities for young kids. Over at the Linkville Playhouse on Saturday and Sunday is the next in the Little Linkville Plays for Children series, with an adaptation of an Aesop's fable with Give a Mouse a Coffee. That'll take place on Saturday at 1 and on Sunday at 3. As always, if you want to be in the know of what's going down in the Klamath Basin, check out Thursday's Limelighter section. So until next week, for these stories and so much more, be sure to pick up your daily copy of the Herald and News, or visit us online at heraldandnews.com.